Hi Samsters! In today's video, I'll walk you step by step to perfect fluffy whole wheat pita. By the end, you'll never want to buy store-bought pita again. So let's get started. To my large mixing bowl, I'm adding a mixture of baker's flour and whole wheat. You can use all-purpose flour if that is what you have on hand. Adding some yeast because that is what is going to give this pita bread a beautiful rise. Now Samsters, I am making a large batch of this pita bread, so I tripled the recipe. That's quite alright. I'm going to leave the link for the original recipe in the description below. There you would be able to find the recipe for a small batch or a large one like what I am making. Now after adding my yeast, sugar and salt, I mixed my dry ingredients until they were well combined. Now friend, if you are new here, my name is Samantha. You can call me the Savvy Samster. We are just getting started, so hop in and come along for the ride and subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Now back to the recipe. I'm adding some plain yogurt. Now the yogurt has an excellent tenderizing effect that makes this pita so supple. And in with my yogurt one time, I'm going to add most of my water. I'm going to gently knead by hand until all the water is absorbed. Now Samster, we are not looking for a very soft sticky dough, and this is why we are adding the rest of our water gradually. And yes, you can definitely do this by hand, but you can also use a stand mixer, which I highly recommend for large batches because it makes your work so much easier. After all my ingredients have come together nicely, I'm going to turn my dough out onto my counter and I'm going to knead it for approximately 5 to 8 minutes. I'm looking to form a nice smooth dough ball with no dried bits of flour. When that is all set, I'm going to coat my dough with a little bit of oil, and this is mainly to prevent the dough from sticking during the proofing process. So I'll cover my dough and I'll let it rest for 1 hour. Now while the dough rests, you can rest too after you hit like and subscribe. And now you are officially a Samster. Thank you. After the dough has risen, I will turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and degas it before I separate my dough. Now Samster, remember I told you I tripled the recipe, so I would be getting about 20 to 24 pita bread. If however you are following the original recipe, you will be getting about 6 to 8 pita. Now with this recipe, you would get medium pitas. And if you want smaller pitas like for small kids, you can definitely go ahead and make mini pitas with this recipe because it is so versatile. After separating the dough, you'll then shape them into neat little balls. And then we will begin rolling them out one by one. Now I highly recommend that after you shape your dough balls, you preheat your oven to 500 degrees. And this, my friend, is one of the secrets to getting that amazing puff on that pita. The oven needs to be super hot. We'll pop those beauties onto a sheet pan and we will pop them into the oven on the top shelf. Let these babies bake for about 5 minutes, then you will turn them over and bake for an additional 3 minutes. At this point, it is not going to be very dark in color, it's just going to be a slight golden brown, and that is completely fine because it is cooked all the way through. Now because I was meal prepping, I allowed these to cool completely and then I placed them into an airtight Ziploc bag and I froze them. These pita are so delicious and easy and super versatile. You can fill them with almost anything or nothing at all, from meat to vegetables or just even butter or cheese. Having these on hand saves me a great deal of time and worry. Remember, the link to the recipe will be posted in the description, or you can just go to samanthasteel.com for all my other recipes. Like, subscribe, give this recipe a try, and enjoy!